So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the duets in Sun City. Now, a duet is a connected unit. That means there's two connected to each other. And there are some huge benefits to having a duet that a lot of people don't think about. And we're gonna talk about that in today's video. And as a special treat, I'm gonna take you inside of two models that are fully furnished that no one has ever seen before. So if that interests you, stick around because we're getting after it right now. Art, thank you so much for jumping on camera with me, and I'm so excited about today's video because we're going to talk about duets. And we haven't talked a whole lot about duets on this channel, but duets are basically what? Connected units, right?
Yes.
So there's not a whole lot of them in Sun City. I mean, if you look at Sun City as a whole, it's primarily standalone homes. But there is this one section of connected units, and they're really, really close to this brand new amenity center, which I think is incredible.
Yeah, just walking distance right over there.
So $60 million amenity center with all the bells and whistles, largest swimming pool in the state of South Carolina, $60 million worth of goodies, two-story fitness center, indoor and outdoor pool, indoor and outdoor pickleball and tennis, amphitheater overlooking a 7-acre lake, and they can walk here from the duets. So who typically buys a duet or a connected unit here in Sun City, do you think?
Well, anybody could be interested in buying one of these duets. One of the nice things about them is it's really our lowest price point to get into Sun City in a brand new home.
Okay, so lowest price point. I know prices can go up over time, but we're shooting this video in February of 2026. Where can they get in price-wise right now?
$375 to $400.
Okay, that's sweet. So comparing that to a standalone home, what does it take to get into a standalone?
Usually $450 to $500.
Okay, so it gets them in at a lower price point, and then in my opinion personally, it's also the least amount of headache. I mean, it's the easiest way to own. It includes a roof reserve fund, so they never ever have to worry about replacing a roof. The lawn care is taken care of, and I had some people this week that were interested in duets, and they want to travel full time. They want to go on cruises to Europe. They want to go see their family. They were even considering keeping their home back where they're moving from. So if somebody wants like a lock and leave and, you know, maybe a part-time home, a duet could be a great option.
I would think it'd be a perfect option.
And the other thing too, a lot of times when people think about a connected unit, they're always thinking that the fees are going to be a lot higher. And one of the things I love about the duets in the new section is they're just a tiny bit more than the normal HOA dues. Can you tell me sort of what the fees would be if they're buying one of these duets?
Right now it's $399 per month is how that breaks down. And you're correct, it covers everything that a freestanding home covers, plus the roof, the paint, the gutters, and the termites.
Right, and so for $399, that's only how much more than if they were to buy a standalone home?
The standalones right now are $307 per month.
Okay, so my math isn't good, but it's like 80 some dollars more, and you're getting a roof, you're getting paint, you're getting lawn care, you're getting everything. All right, cool. I'm really excited because we've actually toured the duet models that are in the model park, but these out here are two completely brand new floor plans. And correct me if I'm wrong, but these actually allow people to get in for even less money than the two duets that are in the model park. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And nobody has ever seen these models furnished.
With the exception of the people that showed up 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so, but for the people watching this channel, they
Correct.
probably have never seen these models furnished, or even if they've come and visited Sun City in the last 3 months, 6 months, a year, they have not seen these furnished. So we're getting a sneak peek inside these. What is this model right here?
This is the Caledonia.
Caledonia, and so roughly square footage?
Roughly, it's going to be $1,391, I believe.
$1,391, and price point, high and low?
$420 maybe being the highest, lowest $380, somewhere in there.
All depending on lots and upgrades. And you have quick move-ins, or they can build this from scratch and pick everything out themselves.
Correct.
Let's go inside.
All right.
All right, cool. Wow, this is awesome. You know what is crazy, Art, is I've walked through this model probably 5 or 10 times and I never could picture it. You know, it never made sense to me, but this is absolutely beautiful.
I agree.
I mean, it's actually really wide in here. And I think one of the things that people, you know, are looking for is that open concept, you know, where they've got their kitchen, their dining, their entertaining space all in one, you know, one area. It's not partitioned off. And even with the standalone homes or single family homes, when you're in the smaller size, you know, sort of that first width home, I feel like they're a little bit longer maybe and skinnier, but with these connected units, you still get that width, which I think is really nice.
Right, look at all this cabinet space that's in here.
Yeah, this is huge. All right, so this is our main living area. We've got laundry and garage over here, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, or just laundry, sorry, the garage is on the back of the house on this one. So laundry is right here, and this is garage space. So we still get a 2-car garage. And let's go peek back this way. Those are our HVAC unit, little pantry right there.
Yes, this is the pantry here.
Okay, nice. And then guest room here. Guest bathroom, and I'm guessing they could do this shower tub combo, or they could do just a freestanding shower.
Actually, these units, because they're priced as low as they are, they have a couple less options than our freestanding homes do.
Okay.
So you cannot get the shower only option there. It would look.
Okay, even if they build from scratch.
Correct.
Okay, fair enough. And then over on this side is the primary suite.
Correct.
This is actually really, really big.
Yeah, you could easily fit a king size bed in here, a couple of nightstands, no problem.
I love it. They did a great job decorating too. And then what are the options in the primary bath here?
You get to pick your cabinets, your countertops, your floors.
Okay. And this closet is actually huge. I mean, of course they come standard with the wire racks, but if you want to do like a custom closet here, that you could do that as well. And then let's take a quick peek out the back of the house. Wow, this is actually pretty big outdoor living space. And you can get this on multiple lots. You can get it on a wooded lot or a berm lot or a lagoon, or there are some different choices.
There's definitely different choices in lots. I don't have any of these on the wooded lots right now. Those are gonna be in the Ellenton and Danbury.
Danbury, okay.
Yeah, these are just seem to be lagoon and
the walking trail. Yeah, I think that's really nice to have that walking trail right outside your back door.
And that'll take you right to the brand new amenity center too.
Sweet. All right, you ready to go look at the other one?
Sure.
All right. All right, Art, what is this one called?
The Brilliance.
The Brilliance, okay. And this one is a little bit different configuration, so the entryway is actually around the side, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Cool. All right, so on this one, you've got your entryway here, and you've got your access to your outdoor living space right here.
Correct.
Okay. It's about the same size as the one that we just went in.
That's right.
Very nice. And do they come screened, or that is something extra?
It's an option.
It's an option,
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Do most people take the screen, or do most people leave it open?
Most people want the screening.
Okay, nice big tall door. And this is, I'm guessing, a little coat closet here. Oh yeah, this definitely feels a little bit different. I think the other one, the living space was more wide, and this one is more linear from front to back. But still, it's got everything in the open concept. So you've got your dining space, you've got your living space, and beautiful gourmet kitchen. And I think one of the things I love about this floor plan is you have this extra prep space here. So if you want like your espresso machine over here, or a little coffee station, lots of cabinetry, just like you mentioned in the other one, but this one actually has a much larger pantry, I think.
Yeah, for someone who likes to keep a lot of inventory, this is perfect.
Yeah, this is really nice. This is a great feature. And over on this side of the house, is this our primary over here?
Right, the primary is in the back and the secondary is up front.
Okay.
So totally split floor plan.
Yeah, still plenty big. And same thing in here, they can choose whatever they want, or they can have a quick move in that's already been curated by the designer.
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually a really big primary bathroom. And closet space is, I'd say, about the same size as the other one.
I think so.
And so roughly, what's the price on this model?
They can really be pretty close to the same price, the Brilliance to the Caledonia.
It's really just a preference of floor plan.
Exactly.
Okay.
Lot premium, the different upgrades that are in it. These are our two lowest price units that we offer, whereas the Ellenton and the Danbury are just a little bit more.
Okay. Let's go peek on the other side of the house. All right, so this is laundry facility here.
Correct.
Extra little linen closet or storage.
And then that's your mechanical.
This is your mechanicals. And then this is the guest wing.
Correct, with the access to the garage. So nice short grocery run here.
Okay. But still, it's a 2-car garage.
Correct.
Very nice. And then in here, guest bathroom, shower tub combo. And this could be guest room, this could be office, this could be whatever you want to do. Some people might want a craft room. Cool, I like it. All right, I know your job is all about marrying the right client to the right house or the right client to the right floor plan, but if you had to buy one of these two, which one would you buy?
I'd buy them both.
Very cool. Well, thanks for showing me around these, Art.
No sweat.
Do you want to know everything there is to know about the South Carolina Lowcountry, whether it's Bluffton, Beaufort, Hilton Head Island, or Jasper County? Then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know every time I put out a new video. My name is David Simcox, host of this channel and a local real estate agent. I get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking to move here, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 3 days, 3 months, or even 3 years, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or you can always book a Zoom call by going to lowcountrylifestylesteam.com. Now, let's jump right back into the duets. All right, Art, so we looked at the new models that nobody's ever seen decorated, but now we're back in the model park. So these have actually been around. So if people have been watching the channel for a while, we've actually walked through these before, so they can go back and they could watch some of those and get some more information. But if somebody is new to the channel and they've never seen these models, these are the other duets. And what's this one called here?
This is the Danbury. It's right at 1,390 square feet.
And these are going to be just slightly more money, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so the Danbury, what's our price range on that right now?
I want to say maybe 450.
Okay, and so that also can be a quick move-in, meaning everything's picked out and they just show up, or they can do a build from scratch on this one as well.
Correct.
And these are still going to be over by the new amenity center.
Yes.
Okay, let's go take a look. All right. So on this one, the guest wing is on the front of the house. So you've got your shower bath combo right here. And then you've got this room, which does have a closet. This one is a bedroom. And I think they were really smart. They put the Murphy bed in here so they can use this as an office or an extra bedroom. And then still very spacious, huge open concept. You've got your gourmet kitchen here, and you've got the tray ceiling up here. And let's take a quick peek at the primary bedroom right back here on the back of the house. You've got a huge, huge closet here, which I absolutely love. And then I think the pocket door is a really nice feature. Shower here. Huge double vanity here, and water closet, of course, if you need a private spot. They do have the tray ceiling here, which I think is really, really nice. And let's go take a peek at the outdoor living space. Yeah, this is great. And of course, they don't offer the gazebo. That's just there to kind of help your imagination run wild and think of all the things you could do after you own it. One of the common questions I get, Art, with these duets is, can you hear your neighbor?
They call these party walls. The answer to your question is no. I've sold realtors these particular units, and I've come back to them later, like, can you hear your neighbor? Not at all.
So they call it a party wall because if you're having a party, they can't hear you.
That's right.
And it's actually like got some air in between it.
Yeah, a couple firewalls, you got air. I mean, you can go next door and scream and you can't hear them.
Yeah, this is beautiful. All right, you ready to go look at the next one?
Let's do it.
All right. All right, Art, now what model is this?
This is the Ellenton.
Ellington, and so square footage on this one?
1,528 square feet.
Okay, and price point, high and low?
About the same, maybe just a hair higher than the Danbury.
Okay.
Again, it depends on the lot that you know, or your view that you want to look at, as well as the different upgrades that you're putting into the home.
Same story, they can take a quick move in or they can build from scratch.
Correct.
All right, let's go look. So what are we looking at, Art?
Well, you got the secondary bedroom here and secondary bathroom there.
Okay. So this one is set up as a bedroom. You've got the closet over here. Nice, actually, size walk-in closet. Okay. I like the privacy light up there. Gives a little natural light. And actually a really big foyer. I mean, this is really nice. It kind of gives you a grand entry, or if you wanted to have a bench or something here, which is really cool. All right, and this is access to
The garage.
the two-car garage, which I really like the fact that all of these have two-car garages.
And that's going to be your mechanicals there.
So I know one of the things that this is mechanicals, one of the things we've mentioned in other videos that only in this new section of Sun City, you've got sidewalks on every single street. So you don't have to walk in the road if you're walking your dogs. And I know you had also mentioned that this section also has longer driveways than any other section of Sun City. Is that also true for the duets as well?
That's a good question. And I believe the answer to your question is yes. But as far as the sidewalks go, that is an interesting point, because all the other campuses here in Sun City, you got to get to a main spine road to find a sidewalk. Otherwise, you're just walking in the street. But over at this new West campus, every street has a walking path.
Wow, that's great. And you've got the tray ceiling here above the dining space. And to me, I love this. This just feels so wide. You know, it doesn't feel like a shotgun house at all. This is really nice. Me personally, I think this is my favorite Duet. But again, it's all about you and what works best for you and what floor plan works best for you. So I guess if I were personally going to buy one, I like this one the best, but I'm not the one buying it. So my opinion doesn't really matter.
It is interesting though, both of these products, the Danbury and the Ellenton, are what we consider 40-foot product, meaning the home is 40 feet wide,
right,
which is the same as our Distinctive series.
Which is the middle series of homes. So if if you're in a standalone home, the smallest size, those are 30 foot wide, is that correct?
Correct.
And what is that series called?
Scenic.
Scenic. And then the middle is 40 foot, and then the biggest is
54.
54, and that series is called?
The Echelon.
The Echelon. Okay. So back over here, you've got your access to your laundry room. And of course, if you wanted later to add cabinets or something up there, you could. This is a pantry area. And I'm guessing the primary suite is back here.
Correct.
Okay. Wow, this is really big. And the tray ceiling, I think, just makes it feel that much bigger and that much more grand. And of course, you could have multiple views out the back depending on which lot you get. You might get a wooded view, you might get a landscape view, which a landscape view is basically raised earth and then they plant a bunch of trees along the back so that you have privacy and that fills in and it becomes absolutely beautiful. Or you could have a lagoon like this one has. And then of course you've got your primary bath in here with a huge shower, double vanity. I'm sure this is the private water closet with the toilet. And then this has a really big closet. Again, you could stick with the wire or you could do some kind of really cool built-in thing, or maybe the husband or the wife or one person or the other has a shoe collection and they want to do some built-ins for all their shoes. But one of my clients earlier today said they had a lot of shoes, but they were going to have to get rid of them because they're going to be retiring. They're not in their career anymore. They don't need all the fancy shoes. Now they're going to need tennis shoes. They're going to need pickleball shoes. They're going to need golf shoes and that sort of thing. So the wardrobe changes a little bit.
Correct.
And this is a really nice outdoor living space. And I can just picture the TV up on this wall and sitting out here and having a glass of wine or maybe a cup of coffee and watching the news in the morning or watching the golf tournament in Hilton Head while that's going on. And then you can add this concrete slab out here that's optional.
Correct.
Or you could leave it and you could do some kind of outdoor paver area if you wanted to do like a custom fire pit or something like that. Very nice. All right, well, Art, I appreciate you taking your time to show us through the Duets today. And of course, as always, if somebody's interested, they can reach out to me and I can set an appointment with you, and they can either come and get a tour with me, or they could even do an Explore program and they could actually stay in one of the houses for a few nights and get to know the neighborhood and have carte blanche, pretend like they live here for a few days and drive a golf cart around, and we can set that up as well, right?
Yes, that's correct. It's a great way to experience the lifestyle here.
Okay, any last words that you want to tell the person watching about the Duets, or anything they should know about the Duets?
You know, in my opinion, where can you get involved in a community that has over 200 million in amenities, over 200 clubs, activities all day, every day, just walking distance to a brand spanking new amenity center, 400, a little less, a little more.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist.
Well, I have a feeling that they're going to open the new amenity center. It's $60 million worth of goodies. They're opening that in a couple of weeks, right? They're just moving the furniture in right now.
Yeah, next month it'll be available.
And I personally feel like when that new amenity center opens, it's probably going to make the new section of Sun City the most sought after section of Sun City.
I've been saying that for months.
Thanks, Art. Thank you so much for staying till the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Duets. I hope you enjoyed learning about the benefits of owning a Duet. And I hope you enjoyed touring those 2 new models that were completely furnished. Of course, if I can help you find your own low country lifestyle, give me a call, send me an email, shoot me a text, or you can always book a Zoom call by going to lowcountrylifestylesteam.com. As always, I hope I get to meet you in person at some point, but if not, I will at least see you on the next video.